So hello everyone, good morning all of you. So today I want to discuss electric charges and field. So first I want to write here electromagnetism. There are two types of electromagnetism. First is called electrostatics and second is called electrodynamics, right? What about electrostatics right here? When charge is at rest, it is called electrostatics, right? And when charge is in motion, it is called electrodynamics, correct? Next I want to tell you about what is charge. Right here, charge definition. Actually see, it is a intrinsic or it is a fundamental quantity, right? It is a fundamental quantities or it is intrinsic quantity. Suppose you have a proton, neutrons, electrons. So in that case it is basic or fundamental quantities. With respect to that electronics, with respect to that micro phenomena, it is means fundamental charge, or it is called intrinsic properties. Okay. What is symbol of charge? Symbol of charge is Q. Next, what is SI unit? SI unit, it is called Coulomb. Right here, Coulomb. Next, it is a scalar or vector, scalar quantity. Next, just I want to ask one question: how many types of charge present? Generally, there are two types of charges. First is positive and second is negative, right? There are two types of charges. First is called positive charges and second is called negative charges, correct? Okay. Now just I am asking one question. Suppose we have a positive charge, here also positive charge, right? So here between both charges here means electrostatic force will exist, right? And that force is called, yes, first you have to draw line joining between both charges. Here repulsive force or attractive force? Repulsive force, right? Because both are same sign, both have same sign. Here also chip negative, here also repulsive force present, repulsive force will exist. In case of plus and minus, here attractive force will exist, attractive force, right? In case of negative and positive, here also attractive force will exist. Attractive force will exist, right? So now you got, okay, if we have two charges, either positive or negative, or positive or negative positive, here force will exist, correct? But yes, what is the value of force? What is the force value? How can we calculate that force value? So for calculating force value, we have Coulomb's law. But first I want to tell some other basic concept or basic thing about charge, right? So you know, all of you, charge can be positive, negative, but mass always it will be positive, right? Next, charge is independent of you can tell speed. Charge will is independent of speed. Suppose we have this charge 1 coulomb. Now I want to provide kinetic energy. Due to that energy, this charge want to move, right? So charge will be independent of that speed. But you know, in case of mass, suppose we want to mass, I want to provide energy, and due to that energy, that mass will move. If that mass has a velocity, if velocity is very high, in that case we can tell this mass will be vary according to Einstein relativity theory, right? But okay, don't I want to just skip that thing, because Einstein relativity theory, it is not syllabus part of syllabus, right? Next, conservation of charge. What is conservation of charge? You know what is conservation of mass? Mass neither created nor destroyed. Similarly, what is conservation of charge? Right here, charge neither created nor destroyed. Charge neither created nor destroyed. Right. Next, the total charge of an isolated system. The total charge of an isolated system will conserve. Am I correct? Next, right, quantization of charge. Right here, what is quantization of charge? See, quantization of charge. See, just I'm asking one question. I want to purchase this marker. So this marker you will get, or we will get in integer form. Means 1 marker, 2 marker, 3 marker, 4 marks, right? It integer form. Suppose I want to purchase 1.5 marker, it is not possible, because it will always exist in integer 1, 2, 3, 4, like understand. So here also in case of quantization, charge always exists in integral multiple of, right, this thing, charge always exists in integral multiple of, charge always exists in integral multiple of fundamental charge. Fundamental charge. Charge always exists in integral multiple of fundamental charge, correct? Now what is fundamental charge? Fundamental charge means basic, minimum, smallest charge. So write that thing also. What is smallest charge? Note. The smallest charge that can exist independently is, that can exist independently is charge on 1 electron. Why? I told already, suppose I want to purchase 10 markers. So what is fundamental? 1 marker is fundamental, minimum marker, right? But here we cannot tell directly 1 coulomb is minimum. Why? Because it has observed that on 1 electron charge is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 9. I tell you this is very less charge value. So this is smallest charge, and we can assume this is fundamental charge. Fundamental charge, smallest charge or fundamental charge, right? Next, I want to tell one formula in case of quantization of charge. One formula is Q equals to plus minus NE based on quantization of charge. Right here, this is called quantization of charge, right? So what is Q? It is called total charge, correct? What is it? It is integer value. It is integer value plus minus 1. Now you can ask why here plus and minus both. I will tell that thing. Just you know what is integer meaning? Integer meaning is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till n. What is quantization of charge? Quantization of charge, I told already, charge will exist in means fixed, right? So, or it is integral multiple, right? So E, value of E is minus 1.6 or 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Okay. Now just I am asking one question based on this concept. Suppose can a charge of 8 into 10 to the power minus 18 coulomb is given, otherwise right, in given to a body, given to a body. It means we have this charge and just I want to provide to any another body. It is possible or not? What is this charge value? Correct. Here I want to write Q equals to plus minus NE. Correct. What is Q value? Check. It will be 8 into 10 power minus 18 coulomb equals to plus minus N. What is E? Minus 1.6 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Correct. One thing. What is N? If you will get an integer, so it is correct. Understood? 8 into 10 power minus 18 coulomb upon minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So if you will write here 10 power minus 18 coulomb and here 10 power plus 19 coulomb upon 1.6, this will be 8 into upon 16. This will be 50. Tell me 50 is integer or not? It is 50. It is integer. Okay. So we can tell yes, here it is possible that we can we can provide these charges to a body, right? So based on this formula you will get one question in Siemens also. Next. Now write what is Coulomb's law. See. Coulomb's law. Actually, I told that thing already. Suppose we have a plus Q charge. Here also we have plus Q charge, correct? Suppose distance between both charges, it has given R, right? My first question is here electrostatic force will exist or not? Yes, here electrostatic force will exist, correct? Here electrostatic force will exist, right? Electrostatic force will exist here, okay? So what is the value of that forces? See, always this force will lie along this line joining. This is a line joining, correct? I am asking here, electrostatic force will exist, but what is, this is repulsive or attractive? Here it will be repulsive. So that direction you can write right direction, and here you can tell about left direction. Suppose this charge is on, this charge is 2. Here it will be force on 1 due to 2. Here force on due to 1. Correct? Okay. Next thing is, just I am asking one question. We have suppose 2 coulomb charge and 3 coulomb charge. Okay. Plus force exist. Yes. Here force exist. Now tell me, suppose we have a 20 coulomb plus and here suppose plus 30 coulomb. Here force exists or not? Yes, it is less or more. Because here magnitude also more, so force will more. So, and what is a, can I write this thing by using this conclusion? Force directly proportional to Q1 into Q2. Means magnitude of multiplication of magnitude of that given charges. Next is, just I am asking one question. We have 1 coulomb charge here and here 2 coulomb charge, correct? Suppose this distance is 100, correct? Now second case, we have 1 coulomb charge and here now distance is 10 meter and here 2 coulomb charge, correct? So in this case tell me force here, suppose F1 here, force is 2. So F2 and F1, what is means relation? F2 I think you can tell sir here F2 will be less, why? Because distance more. So here I want to tell force inversely proportional to R square, because it is inverse square function. Actually here means square function is present, R square, K1, Q2 by R square. Actually in the case of gravitational force also, you know, gravitational force equals to G M1 M2 by R square, correct? Here also it is correct. Okay, so by Conclusion by including both equations, I can write F equals to G M1 M2 by, here we can write G, here check G M1 M2 by R square. Here similarly, here write K Q1 Q2 by R square. Now what is K? K is called constant and it depends on medium. It depends on medium. Correct? Medium. So the value of K equals to 1 by 4 epsilon naught for air. So generally we will do our experiment in air. Which means this charge I want to put in air or in vacuum. So for air or vacuum, the K value is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this will be equals to 9 into 10 power 9, right? Newton per meter square per Coulomb square. Next, what is epsilon naught? It is called means permittivity. Understood? So the value of this permittivity is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Newton per Coulomb per meter square. So next, not always it is correct. Means always you can put the value of these charges inside air. Always it is not possible. Any time suppose you want to keep both charges in a medium like water, understood? Inside water. In that case, just I want to clean. After that I will tell what I am telling next thing. I told already here. So I told epsilon naught is called permittivity. Permittivity. Correct? Permittivity. So epsilon value for air, it is called epsilon naught, and it will be equals to 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Newton per meter square per Coulomb square. Next thing, it is not always possible that you have to keep means you have to keep all charges inside air. Anytime suppose you want to put the charges inside water, right? Inside water we have water this, and here Q1 charges and here Q2, right? Now the distance between both charges are. Here tell me, how can we calculate? Right, this thing, inside water force will be K Q1 Q2 by R square, correct? Now here what is the value of K? My question. So this will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square, correct? But see, epsilon only we will use for air, but here medium portion we can write here medium. Now in your question already ER will be given. Why? ER is called epsilon of medium upon epsilon of that air or A naught, right? This will be EM by E naught, and always you can remember this thing, EM equals to ER into E naught, correct? So in your question already ER means relative permittivity. This is called relative permittivity. It will be given in your question. So EM by E naught. Sure. So now using this concept we can write here 1 upon 4 pi. What is EM value? ER into E naught and into Q1 Q2 by R square, correct? So okay, due to this concept you can solve this question, right? Next, and one question based on this concept you will definitely you will get in GMS and JDAS also, NEET exam also. Next, I want to write Coulomb's law in vector form. Coulomb's law in a vector form. Coulomb's law in vector form. See, just I am asking one question. Suppose we have this charge Q1 and this charge Q2, correct? Okay. Assume the distance between both the charges are, correct? Good. Tell me here electrostatic force will exist or not. Yes, it will exist here. Why? Because both sides is present. Either attractive repulse, that is another thing. But okay, here electrostatic force will exist, correct? So just I'm asking, okay, this is your line joining. So I know you know all of you, and because means write this thing first. Electrostatic force and gravitational force also. Always line joining electrostatic force and gravitational force also, always line joining between given charges, correct? You can answer only their thing is only this forces no more. But yes, I want to tell about electrostatic and gravitational. This will exist. First you have to line join, and along that line join your force will exist. So this is your line join, right? Just I want to write here. This is your line join, correct? See here. Now Q1. Here force will change. Both are positive. Check. Both are positive. Here Q1 and Q2, correct? Here attractive force or repulsive force? Repulsive force, correct? So this Q1 wants to move right or left? Left, check. Right? This Q1 left. So here you can write force on 1. Why? Because 2 is present. So this is called F12. And see here, this will move means left or right? Right. Because due to repulsive force, correct? This will be F2 due to 1, correct? See. And so one thing we can write here, F12 equals to minus F21, because we know the mod value or the magnitude value of both forces equal. So we can write this in F12 mod equals to F21 mod, correct? Okay, but here I want to tell about vector form, means how can we calculate this value in vector form, because yes, it is correct, both forces equal, yes, but both forces have different sign, and you know force is vector quantity. So just I am asking one question. See, suppose we have a cap. What is a cap? Unit vector. This is unit vector, correct? So can I write here unit vector equals to a vector upon mod a, check. A vector upon mod a, very good. So just I want to write this a vector equals to mod a into a cap, check. It is correct. So can I write here a vector equals to magnitude of a into direction, because you know all of you know a cap is called, means always it will give direction, always it will give direction, correct? Always it will give direction, and this is called magnitude value, and this is called magnitude of a and direction of a given vector, correct? Direction of a given vector. Very good. See here. Now just I want to use this concept here also. See, I want to calculate F12. You can tell, sir, this is vector quantity. Yes, it is vector quantity. Now if it is vector quantity, so it has magnitude and direction both. So I want to tell 1, 2, what is this magnitude into direction of this vector, correct? See, F12, tell me what is F12? F12, it is a magnitude value of force on one due to 2 charge. So K Q1 Q2 by what is separation? R square into what is direction here? See, now I want to tell one thing here. Direction, if you will see, if you will observe here, direction along like this direction, check. Understood? So can I extend this length? This will be your initial charges or initial point, initial position, and this will be your final position, check. If this is initial position, so I am asking one question. And what is this R? R is called displacement value. R is called displacement value. Just I want to write here, R is nothing but final position minus initial position, correct? Final position minus initial position. Okay, very good. So R equals to, what is final position? Check. This is your final position, Q1. So can I this is position for R1 charge? Position of charge 1 minus position of charge 2. R1 minus R2. Otherwise, I want to tell one trick here. Due to that trick, you can solve that question. See. Just I want to calculate F1 to right vector. I told K Q1 Q2 by R square. See here. Can I write this R1 to square? Check. Into. Here, you know, this is mod value. Here we have to write, what do we have to write? Here direction. This is direction. Cap. Correct. Next thing. K Q1 Q2 by R12 square into this is check R12 vector upon R12 mod check, and same thing on here. This is vector quantity means mod value, so we can write K Q1 Q2 by R12 mod square into R12 vector upon R12 mod. This will be K Q1 Q2 R12 mod upon R12 Q. Correct? Now one thing, can I write this thing is K Q1 Q2 R1 minus R2 vector upon R1 minus R2 mod Q. So this is actually vector form of Coulomb's law. Vector form of Coulomb's law. Okay, next one. Similarly, we have Q1 charges here plus Q1 and here plus Q2 charges, right? Here suppose, tell me what is force here? F1, 1, 2 or 2, 1? Yes, 2, 1. And here F1, 1, 2. Very good. See here. I already calculated the value of F1, 2. Now here I want to calculate F2, 1. See, these are value. Check. F2, 1. Same thing. First magnitude of F2, 1. Next direction of F2, 1. See. So F2, 1 magnitude value into direction of F2, 1. Correct? See. What is F2, 1? Check. F2, 1 is will be check. I told in case of gravitational force or in case of electrostatic force, both have the same magnitude. Which means that here also we have to write K Q2 Q1 by R square. Check. Now direction. How can we write direction here? See. If you will observe carefully F21 force, so I think this is toward this direction. Check. Direction of F21 force. Check. Right. Direction of F21 force. Tell me, if you want to move toward right direction, this will be initial or this will be initial. Check. I think you can tell, sir, this is initial, this is final, because this is along line, this direction, right? So just I'm asking here, this will be initial position, correct? And this will be final position, correct? Check once again. And you know already this is charge 1 Q1 and this is charge 2 Q2. What is displacement? R value. And you know already displacement, just I'm writing here. Displacement equals to R equals to final position. Yes, final position minus initial position. Correct? Correct. See here. What is final position? Check. This Q2 or this Q1? Q2. So Q2 let us means position is R2. We can write this R2 minus R1. This is called R vector. Right? R2 minus R1 equals to R vector. Right? Otherwise, can you tell R1 vector mod equals to R2 minus R1 vector mod? Check. Simply, I want to use this concept here. How? F21 vector equals to K Q1 Q2 by R. See one thing. I want to trick here. F21, so here also R21. If here F12, here also R12. Now show dot and telling. But here we have to calculate F21, so put here R21 square. Next, you know what is the direction? Direction always it will give by unit vector. What is unit vector? R21 cap. Correct. Next thing we can write here, check. F21, and writing here, see, F21 equals to K Q1 Q2 by R21 square into R21 vector upon R21 mod. Check. So this is nothing but this is also check R1 vector square is also equals to R square. Check. Am I correct? Magnitude means nothing but the square of that vector. So here we can write this thing. Check. So if you will write once again here, this will be K Q1 Q2 R21 vector upon R21 Q1. Check. So this is a vector form, Coulomb's law vector form for force on 2 into 1.